Hi my lovies and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a full face of old favourites and I want to try on loads of makeup that I used to love. I have a whole box full of old products or products that I used to love back in the day. I just thought maybe it might be interesting for you guys to see, do I still love them? Trying new products all the time. You forget about those oldies and goodies. Then when you put them on your face again, you're like, oh, why did I ever stop using this? Or I don't like that product anymore because I have something better. So let's start off with the first product. It's the NYX Shine Killer. I used to adore this because it was a silicone based primer. I've repurchased some of these products just to try in this video because obviously some of them are really old and I don't want to be putting like really old products on my face. That makes absolutely no sense and I don't want to get, I don't know, like an infection on my skin. So the reason I used to love this is just because all my products went on top, like as in my foundation and my concealer and everything, they went on top seamlessly and it blurred out my pores, which I feel like it's doing that now. It just looks really nice on my skin. It just gives my skin a really nice appearance and like I said, everything goes on top of it so beautifully. Switch and change in between two different foundations. The L'Oreal True Match foundation, you guys know how much I love this foundation. I've used it to death over the years. And the other one was the Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation. I had such a love relationship with this and I haven't used it in ages because other foundations have come out and I've just kind of forgotten about it. I think I'm going to mix them. This one's more light coverage and this one's extremely full coverage. I'm going to go with the L'Oreal True Match first and I'm taking it on a little foundation brush. This is actually from Vanity Planet, the flat top stipple brush, but I really like this to apply foundation. It's actually my new favorite foundation brush. The L'Oreal True Match is great because of the shade range. I just think it is one of the best affordable foundations for shade range and it just goes on your skin amazingly well. If you are looking for something that is medium buildable coverage and it has an amazing shade range, I recommend it. I can't remember the last time I used this foundation in a tutorial. I feel like it was maybe 2 years ago. Purchased a new bottle, so I said I may as well try it out and see what it's like. Still amazing on my skin. Oh my god, I love this. I always wonder why I stop using certain foundations, but it's just that I forget about them. The reason I love this is because it's not too full coverage and it doesn't make my skin look heavy and you can still like see my freckles and stuff coming through. It's just like your skin, only better. Anywhere I want extra coverage, I'm just going to go in with the Remarkable. A massive, massive, massive breakout on my chin. I'm just going to dab a little bit of that. A little bit of this goes a long way. Just a little bit down the center and in between my brows. They're always kind of like the places I need extra coverage, so I'm not going to take too much of it. Again, the reason I love the Remarkable is because you don't need too much of it. It lasts really long on the skin. A little bit goes a long way, so like I said, you don't need that much to get a flawless base. Concealer, guys. Does anyone remember this? Now this, I haven't repurchased. This is probably about 2 years old. I'm kind of afraid to put it near my face. This is the Pro Longwear from MAC. I'm gonna take a little bit on my ring finger. The only issue I ever had with this concealer is the fact that it is in a pump formula, so you have to apply it with your fingers and that always bothered me. I tend to apply way too much to my finger and then try to spread it out and then I have like too much concealer on me and then the rest gets kind of wasted. So yeah, that's my major complaint with this. I'm gonna blend that out underneath the eye. So that concealer was the first concealer that I ever used underneath my eyes and kind of on my face in general, other than like to conceal blemishes and spots. It looks really, really nice. It's covered up everything. I may have to repurchase it. Next, I'm going to go in with this Makeup Revolution palette, guys. Do you remember this? This is the Ultra Contour palette. I love this and you can see it's well loved. I'm going to go in with this banana shade and mix it with this cream shade underneath just to kind of set my under eye area. But I loved this because it was so inexpensive, really easy to get your hands on, and it did everything I needed it to do when it came to contouring and setting concealer. And this also stopped my under eye area from creasing and it just made my under eye area look flawless and feel really nice actually. I love that palette and I'll still continue to use it. I'm going to set my face. This is the L'Oreal True Match powder and I used to love this so much. I went through so much of the stuff, but I think lately I've gotten into loose powders a little bit more and kind of forgotten about my pressed powders, and this doesn't add any extra colour. It adds a tiny bit of coverage and I just really like it, but it doesn't give you like that powdery effect to the face. Sorry, I'll let him move over here. It doesn't give you that like powdery effect to the face. It makes your face look really, really, really nice. Okay, next up I'm going to bronze my face and I'm going to take the NARS Laguna bronzer. I was a little bit, if not a lot, obsessed with this bronzer back in the day and I feel like I've had this in my collection maybe 2 years. Again, probably not the best idea to be putting this on my face. It's an okay bronzer, guys. I'm not crazy about it. I have other bronzers that I prefer. Like, it's a nice bronzer, it bronzes up the skin, but I definitely don't love it and love the look of it as much as I've loved other bronzers in the past. But I'm finding it a little bit tricky to kind of blend out. It's grabbing to certain areas. I don't know. I have other bronzers I like a little bit better, and I possibly am going to declutter this. So you were a fave, but I'm not keen on it really that much anymore. It's not blowing my mind enough to keep it. I'm going to declutter. I'm probably going to totally overkill with the bronzers today, but I'm going to take the Makeup Revolution one and go in with my bronzing or my contouring shade and just contour the hollows of my cheekbones. I'm going to definitely hang on to this. Try and use it up. I'm never really too worried about powders like expiring and stuff. I know I have this about 1.5 years, so it probably should go, but I think I'm going to hang on to it. It's still a favourite and I still quite like it on my skin. I feel like I'm very bronze right now. I need like a little bit more definition to my face, but yeah, I think I'm going to keep that and hang on to it. So this is the oldest blusher in my collection. This one is actually a repurchase, but it's Coralista from Benefit, and I haven't worn this in ages, and like I said, repurchased it, so I want to see what I think of it. That's what it looks like. It's like a corally shade. Oh, it smells like heaven. Oh my god. It smells amazing. This was the first box blush I ever bought from Benefit. One of my first high-end blushes, definitely. And I loved this so much. Like, I loved it that much I hit pan on it. I don't think I've ever hit pan on a blush in my life. I'm not really that keen on this, guys. It's kind of making my cheeks look a bit sparkly and I'm not seeing any colour really. I don't know, I'm not mad on this anymore. And that's what the shade looks like. And I don't know, it's looking a bit like a highlighter on my cheeks. No, I'm not mad about that blush anymore. I think Ollie might benefit from it a little bit more. She's a little bit paler than I am. It's just the sun has been amazing here and my skin is just a little bit darker at the moment. I just remember liking it an awful lot more. Bella Bamba was like my ride or die blush and they discontinued it, so I don't know why Benefit did that. I don't know, I feel like I have really sparkly cheeks right now. And I'm not loving it, not gonna lie. I'm gonna move on to highlighter now, and this highlighter is smashed. I know it is, yeah, it is smashed. Every single time I buy this highlighter, it gets smashed. This is the Mary Luminizer from The Balm. This is an oldie but a goodie. It was the very first highlighter I ever wore, ever purchased. And I loved this. I used to wear this to death. I think I was about 18 or 19 when I bought this. And I wore this to death, and always during the first times when I was on YouTube as well. Oh yeah. Oh, it's so pretty. Yes, 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 yes. You're staying in my collection anyway. I'm going to take a bit of that and put it on the tip of my nose. And down my... oh god. Anyway, moving swiftly on, I'm going to talk about brows. And this used to be my favourite brow product. This is the NYX Eyebrow Gel. The reason why I stopped using this is because the convenience of it. It's just not convenient at all because it comes in like a little tube and you have to squeeze it out, what I do, on the back of my hand. And it's a thick, wow, is this ever going to come out? Hang on. Yeah, so it's like a really thick cream that I have to like place on the back of my hand and then place it through my brows, which is not really convenient, especially if you, hang on, I need a mirror, especially if you're traveling or anything like that. Like, putting it on the back of your hand is not great. I presume you could use like a palette or something like that, but it's just not ideal. What is going on with my highlight here over my nose? Man, why didn't you tell me, guys? Yeah, I used to love this back in the day, and now I just think it just makes my eyebrows look real thick or something. Like, it doesn't look amazing in my brows. I was looking at old pictures of myself and I was like, wow, you have like square eyebrows. And I think it was because of this product. Like, I literally had Sharpie brows, and I'm definitely certain that it was this brow product that gave me the Sharpie brow look. Like, it looks nice now, but like I said, the convenience of this product is just not at all. Okay, I know this is a product I use now, but the Gimme Brow was one of the first brow products I ever used, and I still to this day love it and use it quite a lot. So this isn't really technically an old favourite, but I don't know, it's still, I think, worth mentioning that it's still my favourite. I just love it, and I think it might be able to rectify the brow situation because I really don't think that brow product was amazeballs. Okay, next I'm going to move on to my eyeshadow. And I know this is like a relatively new palette, as in it's like a year and a bit old, but I have never fallen so hard and fast for an eyeshadow palette as this one. This is the first eyeshadow palette that I can remember really, really, really loving. I know that I used to love the Urban Decay Naked palettes when they were out, but I don't remember loving them as much as I loved this. This palette is just amazing. And would you believe, I haven't used it in ages. This is kind of sitting in my collection because other palettes came out and I feel like everybody was doing tutorials with this. So I'm going to use it today. I'm not going to do anything extravagant with it. I think I'm just going to set my eyelids because they feel a bit sticky. I didn't put on an eyeshadow base because, like I said, my eyelids feel a bit sticky. So there's probably no need for it. So I'm taking Tempura. I'm going to go in with the shade Burnt Orange and just take that through my crease. Use these shadows in ages. I'm kind of dipping into the Sigma shadows and using a lot of Tarte lately. Burnt Orange underneath my lower lash as well. I'm going to go in with the shade Realgar, which is this orange just on the end here, just to add a bit of warmth to the crease. Oh, these shades are so pretty. Why did I stop using this palette, or why haven't I used it in so long? Okay, next up I'm going to go in with Cypress Umber. It's this really deep dark brown. I'm just going to take a tiny bit. So I feel like I have like really orange eyes right now. I'm just going to take it on the outer corner of my lower lash line and just kind of wing it out on the top and just blend it into the outer V. These shadows blend like a dream and they're so pigmented, but they don't leave skip marks or jump around on the eye, if that makes any sense. I'm going to take Primavera and just pop it into the inner portion of my eye. And now I'm going to go back in with Tempura on a little tiny brush and just going to place it underneath my brows just to kind of highlight the brow bone. For mascara, I'm going to take this really oldie but goodie mascara. This is the, or is it? This is the L'Oreal Voluminous mascara, and I used to love this back in the day. So before I've used anything else, this was my ride or die and I loved it. So let's just see what I think of it now. Okay, so that is the L'Oreal Voluminous lash, and then there's obviously nothing on that one. I feel like this makes my lashes really fluffy. And it doesn't look like there's much product on them, if that makes sense. It's a bit of a drier formula than what I've been kind of using lately. I've been using like the Tarte Man-Eater. Oh no. Oh, I really am loving that mascara. I know I need to clean up this lash. It looks a bit ridiculous. So I'm just going to apply my lip products before I do that and wait for it to dry in. But I really like the eye look. It's just really simple and basic and smoky. Okay, finally, these two products used to be my ride or die lip products and I loved them. And the lip liner is Strip Down. So I had Strip Down well before I had Whirl, well before I had Soar, well before I had anything. It was one of my first MAC lip liners, and my first MAC lipstick was MAC Angel, and I haven't worn this in a long time, so let's see what I think. I know I have other favourites, but these two just stand out to me. I think Strip Down is just your standard nude lip liner. I still like it, not gonna lie. I know it's nude. I know you all hate when I wear nude, but I seem to not be able to stay away from it in every single video. But I will try and do more colourful looks. I keep saying that. It's gonna happen. One day you'll be like, oh my god, she did a colourful lip look. Yay! And I'm gonna put Angel on. I am still loving Strip Down lip liner. It's just a little bit on the light side, but it's still nice. To be honest, I think I liked most of my old school products. I know I did a video like this last year, like testing my old school favorites. Like I mean old school favorites. So like stuff that I used way back in the beginning of my channel, whereas some of these favorites were from like when I was younger and a couple of years ago as well. So I think these videos are kind of interesting to do every once in a while, just to see, are you still loving some of the old products, especially cult products like the NARS Laguna, Coralista blush from Benefit, and then definitely the Mary Luminizer highlighter. You know what, I like an awful lot of the products, but I just think that the NYX brow products are not great. Definitely love the Modern Renaissance. I'm not gonna lie, it is amazing. The quality of the shadows, the blendability, everything about this, I still love it to this day. Even all the dupes that I find, I still find that that is one of the best, and I'm gonna keep reusing it, I guess. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this trip down memory lane of all my old favorites, just testing them out and seeing what I think of them now. If you did enjoy it, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know what other videos you would like to see, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Mwah. Bye guys.